Hello my dear students, I hope you all are very fine and doing well in studies. Today we are going to discuss further the chapter 11, that is the solar system, and today we will discuss the movement of the earth. Okay, and in that which movement we will discuss? We will discuss rotation of the earth. So without any delay, let's start our video. There are the two types of the movement of the earth. The first one is rotation and the second one is revolution. The rotation causes day and night and revolution causes the change in the season. So basically in this video we are going to focus about the rotation. In the next video we will discuss the revolution. Okay, so let's talk. But before that, it is very important to clear some of the concept before starting this rotation. So there are some imaginary lines which is passing through the center, sometimes center of the earth or through the different part of the earth. Actually these are the imaginary lines. Why? Because actually in the real they don't exist, but for making the explanation easier it is assumed. Okay, so don't think actually these imaginary lines are existing, but yes, we considered it for the better explanation. So first imaginary line that we are going to discuss is axis, that is passing through the north pole to the south pole. You are seeing, let me show. This is the north pole and this is the south pole, and through these 2 points one imaginary line is passing through, which is known as axis, and one more imaginary line is passing through the center of the earth, that is written equator. It is also the imaginary lines. Okay, now how this equator is dividing these earth into the two part, as you can see in the picture. Because the equator is passing through the center of the earth, it divides the earth into two part, and that are known as northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Why the name has given so? Because when it is dividing on the upside, we always consider the north direction. That's why this hemisphere is called northern hemisphere and downside is called southern hemisphere. And in the same way, okay, sorry, here you can see with the equator, let me show you in the picture. With the help of the equator, again our whole world has been divided into two parts. The upper part, all the upper part is north and southern part. Okay, so this is how our world has been divided. Okay, now one more imaginary line is passing through the earth. Okay, but in this it is vertical. What the equator is the horizontal line, it is passing from the east to the west, but in the same way, but it is passing through the north pole and south pole. Now don't be confused between the prime meridian and the axis. The axis are little tilted, but the prime meridian is exactly a straight vertical line. Okay, and the axis are passing like this. So prime meridian is like this and axis are like this. Okay, axis are little tilted. So this is how some of the imaginary lines are passing through the earth, and this is how our world has been divided. As you can see, the yellow level you are seeing northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, which is the result due to the equator, whereas the red one, eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere, is the result of the prime meridian line. So I hope you all have understood. Now in the rotation is the movement of the earth when the earth used to rotate on its own axis, on its own place, from the west direction to the east direction. Yes, in this type of motion we don't consider earth to change the place. Actually they are changing the place, but in the rotation movement they only used to rotate on its axis only. As you are seeing, the red color which is going through the north pole to the south pole is the axis, and on this axis the earth is rotating. Now the middle one is not the equator. The middle one, this time it is showing the direction of the rotation of the earth. Okay, it is always from the west to the east. As you are knowing, this side is the west and this side is the east. So here the arrow is showing from the west direction to the east direction. So this is the direction of the rotation. Now you all are knowing the earth is giving the light all the time. In the India or in other countries, the sunrise is happening in the different time. So it doesn't mean the sun is hiding or coming. it is giving the light all the time, but in the different part of the earth. So which part is facing the sun, that part will have the day, and the other part will definitely have the night. As you can see, all the time the sun is giving the equally sun rays on the whole part of the earth. But you all are knowing, as the earth is rotating, so at the different time different part of the earth is coming in front of the sun. Suppose in India, the yellow, which is shown the day, and the black one is shown the night. Suppose the India is coming in the yellow part and it is facing the sun. So this time in India, what will happen? The day. Suppose the America, which is on just the opposite side in the world, okay, it is having night. But as the earth is continuously rotating, so after some time, approximate 10 to 12 hours, what will happen? The earth will turn and come opposite of the direction of the sun, and that time America will come in front of the sun. So that time in America the day will be there, and in India night will be there. So now in India the day is there, that means in America the night will be there. So this is how the process of day and night happens continuously, and this happens due to the rotation. If the earth will not rotate, then what will happen? All the time the same half of the earth will face the day, and the other part will always have the night, right? So the life could not be exist now that time. That's why it is very, very important, so that the earth can continuously rotate, and time to time each and every part of the earth can face the sun and can have the day and night together. Now let's summarize all these points that we have discussed in this video. We have discussed many types of imaginary line. First is axis, which is passing through the North Pole to the South Pole. Second is equator, which is passing from the middle of the earth from the east to west. The third is prime meridian, which is again passing from the North Pole to the South Pole, but that is straight, okay, don't be confused. And here the tilted line which is passing, that is known as the axis, okay. And the direction of the movement of the earth in the rotation is from the west to the east. Now, so what happens due to the rotation of the earth? First, the earth is spinning. What is rotation? The earth is spinning on its axis is called rotation. Second, which I have not discussed, sorry for that, and how much time it used to take to complete one rotation. That means if it has started from this point and rotating, and when it will come again this point, how much time is taken by the earth? Then it is 24 hours, and 24 hours, which is equal to 1 day. So this is the total time to complete this whole rotation, okay. And that is why in 24 hours we are having day also and night also. Generally there are the different time period of the day and night. In the winter we are having longer night, and in the summer we are having the less hour for night, okay. But the total time period of the day and night is always 24 hours. Why? Because it is the time to it is the time period taken by the earth to complete one rotation. Now only due to the rotation, what is happening? The day and night. I hope you all have learned from this video, okay, and this video will be helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching.